Hey everyone, welcome back. I am the One-Eyed Crow, and today we're going to go to outer space. So as we look at the MetaZoo Discord over the last couple days, since the 20th, we've been getting a number of what seems to be UFO spoilers or details here. So this started on the 20th with what I'm referring to as the space clams. However, some people think that this is actually a reference to The Ringmakers of Saturn, which was a book published in 1986 by Norman R. Berggren, and that book is based on photographs taken during the Voyager 1 flight to Saturn in 1980, which shows in one of the photographs the A-ring is incomplete. The author also sets out to explain the phenomenon in an understandable form, and also covers the Cassini and Encke gaps in the explanation. And the messaging from MetaZoo on this image is that it's one of 10 arts that will make TCG history, and we'll get to that in a second. As we look at the next UFO spoiler, it is 4 blackened out images, one of which is the space clams, and the other ones, one of them kind of looks like a dragon type creature, so I don't know if that one is necessarily UFO or space related. The next one is very clearly a green man or a gray man, depending on the alien species that they're going for there. Could be either. And the last one is a winged creature of some sort. I'd imagine a winged monkey, has kind of a devil's tail on it. First thing that really came to mind was maybe a reprint of Napa Rebobs, but we're going to have to see what that art is when that's officially revealed. And the layout of these blackened out cards is a MetaZoo card. You can see that the square box for the image is a little off-center. The tab would be on the left side there, and the way that it's blackened out kind of suggests that there's going to be reverse holo or holo formats to these cards. That's how they would do the reverse holo or holo cutouts for the foil. Now, as we get to the third spoiler related to UFO, it is a close-up image of a meteorite. And we know this because if we do an image search based on that image, it was taken from an article titled A Look at the World of Widmanstätten Ferrite. And this specific article is a summarization of another article by Mohammed Jahazi, which was titled Formation of Widmanstätten Ferrite at Very High Temperatures in the Austenite Phase Field. And what this article really goes into explaining is the pattern of the meteorite and how this could happen, the temperatures that would need to happen for that, and basically the chain of events that would lead to the creation of the meteor and then it getting to Earth for us to find and look at. So I don't believe the article itself has any real meaning to MetaZoo or the release of UFO or whatever they're kind of hinting at with the meteorite. And one of the things that I immediately thought of with the meteorite picture is the interesting pattern that's there. It's something that MetaZoo could take and use as maybe a foil pattern or a background pattern of some sort. However, with that idea, if a foil pattern were to look like this, it would be interesting, but it would be very noisy and not really matching the MetaZoo theme for how they do their foils. So I don't really expect that to happen, but that's just one of the things that I thought of when I saw the meteorite pattern. And the last UFO-related content that they dropped was actually this morning at 7:23 a.m. Eastern Time, and it's a very, low-res image of what looks to be maybe a satellite view of Earth, grayscale, very small, and somebody had drawn a pixelated UFO image on top of it. So I don't believe that's really anything special other than just kind of hinting that UFO stuff is coming. But hey, maybe there's something to that. Now the question on everybody's mind is, what is going to make these 10 arts so special? And I have a couple theories on that. I don't know if they're true, so take them with a huge grain of salt here. But MetaZoo is a go big or go home kind of company. They have grand ideas and they execute on them. So one of the first things that came to mind with this is maybe they're going to be sending these cards into space. It's a UFO themed set, and I wouldn't put it past them to then just Elon Musk this stuff right up into space. And one of the interesting things that could support the idea of MetaZoo sending these cards into space is that when they announced the blackened out cards, the emoji that they announced that with was a rocket ship. And yes, the meme for everything is to the moon, but this could have some more meaning behind it, especially related to UFO. Now the meteorite, how does that play into this, if at all? And I have a couple theories for that. One of them is, they're going to save the planet from a giant meteor crashing to Earth by sending MetaZoo cards to attack it and blow it up. Probably not. But the other thought I had is that you see cards being made in other metals all the time. Fairly recently, with the Ultra Premium collections, Pokemon did Gold, Charizard, and Pikachu base set cards, so it's not uncommon for cards to be printed in a metal format. Could you take a Meteorite and then do the same thing and make special cards out of Meteorite? If they did, I imagine this is going to be one of one for each of those arts. That seems like it would be incredibly hard and very expensive. So that could be something that they're trying to hint at here as well. So those are the main points that I wanted to talk about with the UFO-related content dropping on the Discord recently. Let me know what you think of these 4 drops and what you think they could mean. So thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.